Λοιπόν, θα μιλήσω και ελληνικά-αγγλικά. Η μετάνοια, όπως μαθαίνουμε από τους πατέρες της Εκκλησίας, είναι η πραγματική όλη αγάπη του Θεού. Μετάνοια, repentance, according to the fathers of the church, is God's complete love. It's the privilege He gives all of us to return to Him, to live in Him, to know Him, to have grace, to be filled, to live eternally with Him. It's the gift He gives us. And in Greek, όταν είπε ο Χριστός μετανοείται και όταν είπε και ο πρόδρομος μετανοείται, it's a command continuous forward. It's the privilege we have to do every moment of our life. It's not one thing we did and it's over. We can repent every second. Right while we're in the middle of some sin, either in thought or word or deed, we can be thinking, oh, why am I thinking that? Why am I doing that? It's μετάνοια. We get to live in μετάνοια. Όπως το λέει και ο Άγιος Δωρόθεος της Γάζα. Saint Dorotheos of Gaza said that μετάνοια should be the name of the ship with which we traverse the sea of life. Έτσι πρέπει να ονομάζεται αυτό το πλοίο με τον οποίο μετακινούμε μέσα στη θάλασσα της ζωής. Είναι το δώρο του Θεού. The question, is it not enough? It's not the kind of question God asks. It's the kind of question we ask as human beings, which isn't so bad. But God doesn't look for lots. He doesn't want things. He loves us. So He doesn't expect that we be good or that we metanoisme or that we repent or anything. He merely loves us. He loves us. And His love is what moves us, because we have philotimo in us. All human beings have a heart, a conscience that tells them what's right, what's wrong, and what love is and what love isn't. So I believe, as my readings of the Fathers and my experience in the church give me to know, that it's enough that we are His children. We are made in His image and likeness. Από εκεί και πέρα, we feel His love in certain ways. And once we feel His love, we recognize it, then we make steps to come closer to Him. On all of these things, of course, I don't know them well. I'm living them. I'm trying to live them. I've heard these things, and from the fathers of the church, from priests that raised me, particularly from my Yeroda, the Metropolitan of New Zealand now, Amphilocios, when I was at the monastery. And that's why in a monastery, just like in a home, we have a certain program of the day. That program helps us to live right. In the program, of course, is going to be eating. In the program is going to be sleeping. In the program is going to be working. And we just need to add and make sure that we always have in our program of the day, morning, noon, and night, prayer. And then prayer will help us, and doing those things that we have to do, eat, sleep, and work, to get by them with joy. And during them, we repent. We just continually repent because we realize that we're imperfect. There's no problem that we're imperfect. That's the whole point of God's coming to the earth, to save sinners. He doesn't expect us not to be sinners, but He wants us to know His love. Κοιτάξτε, όπως μας έλεγαν οι γιαγιάδες μας, όπως λένε και οι γιαγιάδες τώρα στα παιδιά τους, όλα τα δάχτυλα δεν είναι το ίδιο. As our grandmothers have taught us, and all the grandmothers continue to teach, it's true, all the fingers are not the same size. It's not just one simple question whether or not we have repented or whether or not we did go to confession. It's something συνεχόμενο. It's a continuous thing in life. We're just trying. And as soon as we, each of us, and we priests, and lay people, and mothers, and fathers, and single people, and older people, yayas, papus, and people who didn't have children, whatever. As soon as we understand that we're living with God's love, and we try to express His love, then everything will turn out all right. We have to recognize God's love. It's not like some things outside of the church which are robotic. Did you go to confession? I received communion? How many days did you fast? This, that. It's not just that. Those things help us. Those things help us. But the goal is love. Ο σκοπός μας είναι αγάπη. Αγάπη δεν μη έχω, ουδέν ωφελεί. If I have not love, the mouthpiece of Christ, St. Paul says, I am nothing. Without love, zero. Λέει ο πατέρας ο Άγιος Κυπριανός, τον Ιεροσολύμο, νομίζω ότι έξω από την Εκκλησία δεν υπάρχει σωτηρία. That is a strict, hard word, but the point was when he said it is to gather the people, because the people were all in the church then. And he was trying to talk to those people who were just standing by hearing that so they would be in the church. But we know that millions of people are not in the church. Christ came, and St. John the Gospel writer tells us, He enlightens all men who come to the world. God knows. St. Paul tells us everybody we will judge according to their conscience. And so God knows. There may be someone right now far away from the church, maybe in a different country, in a different culture, a different race, who's really concerned about the fact that he's made mistakes in his life and he's weeping right now. God sees him, and I'm sure there are people, many, all over the world doing that. We'll leave that alone. We just know what we know. We're Orthodox Christians, and we have the gift to come and have the priest put his epitrachili over our head, to ask God to forgive us for things that we've said and things we forgot. And we continue. We use these things that God gave us in the church. They're all gifts to us to help us.